Maybe sway gently side to side. Just loosen up in your spine. Keep the hips going forward. Good. Shake that on out. You are going to make your way to the back of your mat. If you're not there already, start to drop your chin towards your chest. Pull your core in, soften your knees, and find the floor. Drop your tailbone to the floor, pull your belly in, and roll back up. Arms reach up and back, do a little stretch. Exhale, drop down. Head pulls to the floor, core lifts up to the sky. Good, drop your pelvis, bend your knees, push away from the floor. Scoop up, arms reach. Exhale, drop your head down. Here's your last one. Staying down low, tailbone to the sky, soften the knees if needed. Start to walk your hands out to your plank. You can do hands or elbows here. Tailbone's tucked slightly, core starts to lift up. This is like a four-parter, so just keep that in mind. You're gonna tap out and in, other side, and in. Spin onto your sides of your feet, open up to the side. Bring your hand back down, spin to the other side, lift the waist up to the ceiling, lift the fingers high to the sky, bring your hand back down. Rinse and repeat. Tap and in, tap and in. Spin to the edges of your feet, lift up, core in, and down, other side. Breathing nice and strong. Tap and lift. Pull your eyes slightly more forward than you want. Follow your fingers with your gaze. Core hugs in. Like you have a belt around your waist last time. Tap and in. No rushing. Nice and slow. Belly in. Reach for the ceiling. Bring it down. Other side. Nice and controlled. And bring it down. Soften onto your knees. Untuck your toes. Let's just do a couple of cat-cows. Make your spine up some more. Inhale, tailbone and chest forward and up. Exhale, belly button hooks up to the ceiling. Press your feet and your arms into the floor. Inhale, lift. Roll the outer shoulders, open and back. Exhale. Good, two more here. Inhale, strong. Keep dropping your shoulders off your ears. Last one here. And exhale, find your neutral where your abs are lifting. You're not tucking, you're not extra arching. You're right in the middle. Usually feels the hardest to maintain. From here, you take right leg back, left arm forward, and find that balance where your weight's slightly more forward than you want. Start to tap and lift. Try to keep your back leg parallel, that right leg parallel, lifting from inside the thigh, on the inside of the thigh. Outer hip drops. Good. Can you lengthen your spine? Can you roll the shoulders open and back? Can you lift up the left side of your ribcage a little bit more? Last one, keep the fingers and toes lifted. You're gonna bend your elbow, bend your knee for a little goalpost, what I call this, fire hydrant, and extend back out. Goalpost, fire hydrant, extend back out. Try to keep them lifted and in line with your body. Having strong flashbacks to my jazz class days. So many fire hydrants, guys, so many fire hydrants. Two more. Last one. Reach out, bring your hand down, bring your knee down, touch off your wrists for a hot second if you need to or want to. Come right back up, same thing. Left arm, right leg, same side. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, send it out. And inhale, lengthen. Pull your head slightly more forward than you want it to go. Strong on the right arm. Can you lift? Can you lift your torso up and off of it? One more. And lengthen. Hand down. leg down. Shake it out if you need to. Let's go to the other side. Rolling the outer arm back towards your torso. Left leg, right fingers. Start to tap and lift. Tap and lift. Hug the belly in. Even as your leg goes high, the core must stay engaged and participatory. Relax your neck. For 3 and 2, lift the right rib cage a little bit more. Drop the left hip a little bit more. Stay here. Fire hydrant goal post. And lengthen. So your leg does turn out and then it goes right back to parallel. Good, good. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Lengthen everything out. Rest for 2 hot seconds. Let's go again. You exhale under. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift the belly up. Inhale, lengthen out your spine. Hopefully you're having a little bit better balance than I am today. Feeling on a roller coaster. 2 more. Last one. And go ahead and rest down. Good, you're going to lie on your back. Grabbing my notes so don't go rogue and add to my time. Good, so lying on your back, you're going to bring your hands behind your head. Exhale, drop your tailbone as you press your ribs down and relax your head in your hands. You're going to bring your legs up to tabletop and start to open and exhale to lift. You're opening and exhale coming back up from the hip socket, not from the knees. Trying to tighten the energy, the muscles, wrapping around your waist from your belly button to your hips and below. Keep relaxing your head down. Good. 1 more. Keep your legs up. You can always put them down if you would like. You're going to inhale, lengthen back, and exhale, lift. This is the upper body. Inhale, lengthen back, and exhale, lengthen the spine to lift. Inhale, lengthen, drop the tailbone, belly button hugs into the spine. Exhale, lift, but don't press the spine down. Inhale. Really relax your head and your arms. Make your arms work. It's not arm day necessarily, but they still get to work. 2 more. Big inhale, exhale. Rest on down. Rest your legs for 2 moments. You're going to lower your head and lower your toes, and then exhale, lift at the same time. You can do 1 leg at a time or 2 legs. Exhale, everything lifts. Inhale, everything lengthens. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lengthen back. If this bothers your back at all, maybe do 1 leg at a time or lower your legs down just a little. Inhale. Exhale, let's do 2 more. Last one. And rest for a second. Ooh, those are getting smaller and smaller the more I kept at it. Good. All right, we're going to do the hundreds. You're welcome to do them at any level. Feet flat to the floor, legs in tabletop, legs straight, any level. All up to you. Keep it in your belly, keep it in your core, not your back, not your neck. So lower it down if you need to. Arms come up to the ceiling, drop the shoulders off your ears. Exhale, chin to chest. Lengthen that tailbone down and away, pump your arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, curl that belly in more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, squeeze your legs together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, maybe straighten your legs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, go even deeper. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, make sure you're breathing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Keep it moving. Left leg on the floor, right leg up to the ceiling. Bring your hands behind your thighs or grab a TheraBand. Drop your right hip away from your head, away from your armpit. And then you're going to curl your head and shoulders up for a second. Make sure your left leg is beneath you and send your big toe, your left big toe, slightly away from you so that you turn on the inner line of your body, inner line of your left leg. You're going to turn the right leg out, hands to the sides, or with the TheraBand, elbows to the floor. Cross to the left, circle around, up to the ceiling. Inhale, make it big if you can control it with your core. The left side of your body is glued down. Inhale to the left, exhale as you sweep around to the right and up. Keep hugging the left midline. Hug, hug, hug it in along that invisible line. One more. Pause, reverse, inhale. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale, sweep it around. You can deepen the core work a little more. You make sure your lower back is slightly off the ground. Last two. Last one. Hug your knee in. Good. Take into a gentle twist. That feels good. It's like you're wringing out a sopping wet dish rag. Pull the belly in, come center, right over to the other side. Right leg long, press the heel down, pull the left knee in, drop the left hip away from your face, away from your armpit. Guys, I'm so sweaty. I forgot to turn here. Curl your head up, make sure that your right big toe is slightly energized away from you and energize the midline of the leg. You're going to bring your hands to your sides, turn the left leg out, cross to the right, circle around. Really press, cement, super glue the right side of your body to the floor. Then don't forget about the left shoulder. And keep breathing. Notice if one side's a little harder than the other. And one more, then reverse. And go the other way. Inhale strong, exhale deep in the core. Check the ribs aren't popping up to the sky. Good, two. Last one. Very nice. Hug your knee into your chest. Gently pull across the body, look away from it. Twisting your ribs and your shoulders and your hips and your knee in opposite directions. Not letting it be passive, keep a slight energy shooting in opposite directions. Exhale, bring yourself center. Maybe use your leg, press into it, and walk yourself up to sitting, if that feels good. All right, one more thing to do, and then we're going to get on into it. I forgot to do it before. You're going to be here on your hands, on your knees. Having elbow issues, it's going to be kind of hard to do on your elbows. Any wrist issues, hard to do on your elbows. Maybe go up against a chair or a couch. You are so that your right hand comes off the floor. Put that left foot down and reach your hips up for the sky. Bend and come on back. Same side. Send your left foot over to the right and reach your hips up to the ceiling. If I'm opposite of you, flip it. Send the left leg in between the right arm and foot and bring it back. Really sending the hips up to the sky. Engaging your butt muscles, engaging the back of your body, opening the chest, engaging the back. Good, other side. Flip it around, reach up tall. See if you can keep the knees off the floor the whole time. If you can smooth it out so there's less stopping and it's one big stretch and one big recovery. 2 more this side. Last one. Come on back. Okay, so we're going to do 2 different circuits tonight. The first one has 3 parts. The second one has 4 parts. They each have legs, they each have cardio. So, not super exciting. I'm going to tell you right now, the burpees are at the end. So, what you're going to do is if you have a couch or a chair or a stool, only if you want to, you're going to bring the bottom of your shoulders up against it. You can also do this lying on your back. You can normal bridge. You can also add a band around your thighs. If you want, hands behind your head, you're going to squeeze on up. Drop it down. Squeeze on up. Drop it down. Imagine you have a ball between your knees. That's where we're going. Part 2. You're standing up nice and tall. Legs are wide. You're going to do a little side lunge. Come up to your center. Side lunge up your center. Bada bing, bada boom. Your third thing, very simple, but you'll feel it, jumping jacks. That's where we are. You have bridges, you have side lunges, you have jumping jacks. Sound beautiful? Hopefully. We do that whole thing 4 times. It's going to be great. You have about 5 seconds. So get ready for whatever version of bridges you would like to do. Here we go. You're up and you're down. Hips lift up high. Press your feet into the floor. Rest your head back in your hands. Again, your arms are working sneakily here. Your core picks you up and then you squeeze those glutes to the top. Imagine you have a ball in between your knees so that your knees are not going out past your feet. Rest. Stand all the way up. Take your feet up nice and wide. Breathe for the next 4 seconds, and then we're in it to win it. If you have a band, just be careful it doesn't snap on you. Here we go. Out. And if you have a band, just make it smaller. That's totally fine. And so you hinge at the hips, keep the chest lifted, send your tailbone back. Make sure your knee goes right over your toes. Come back. But really sit the hips back so your knee is really behind your toes. Think about chest, pressing your chest forward the whole time and lifting the core in. Last one. Rest. We're going to jump and jack. Hard to do with the band. It's going to be hard to jump jacks with the band. Here we go. 3, 2, let's jump. If jumping does not feel good, or if you have neighbors who don't like jumping, you can always out, in it, in case you don't want to start a discrepancy with your neighbors. Good. Even here, core in strong, heels down every time. Last one. Back to your lunge. You can always do this 1 foot at a time if you want to up the ante, lift those hips, bring it down. You can always alternate legs to really change it up. Remember to engage and initiate from your core. So your hips are your back body. Is really what gets you up nice and high. Go an inch higher than you think you can. rest, and stay. Deep breaths here in between. Here we go. Maybe start on the other side. And up. Keep sending your tailbone back. Keep your core lifted in. Lengthening your head and tailbone away from one another. Pushing the floor away. While also kind of squeezing your inner thighs together. Keep that action. So you're working the outer thigh and the quad. You're also working the inner thighs to squeeze in. Rest. Get ready to jumping jack. 3, 2, make sure you breathe. Let's go. Nice and big. Try to get your fingers to touch up top. You either use your full range of motion or you use it. Stab your shoulders all the way up if you can. Keep breathing. Take us 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie back down, halfway there. So exciting. And you lift. Jumping jacks are the only jump of the day, unless you want to make a jumping burpee happen, which is totally fine. Press your feet away. Press your feet down so your hips can go a little higher. You can turn on your hamstrings a little bit more. Really relax your head in your hands. Relax. Stand on up. Feet nice and wide. If you hear squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the mat together. And let's go. Exhale to push away. Inhale, exhale, push. Roll your shoulders back. Good. Just make sure all 10 toes are going forward, maybe slightly open, but try to send the knees and toes forward. Good, last one. Rest. Get ready for your jumping jacks. Then we're in the last round. So quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. The more you pull your core in here, the easier it is, I promise. Breathe in. Heels down. For the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lay down for the last set. Whew. Grab water at any point if you need it. Here you go. You lift and lower. Push the feet away so your hips can go up. Pause. Drop it back down. Hips go up. Core in. Drop it back down. Feel those inner thighs, feel the outer thighs. Rest all the way on up. Maybe make sure you're starting on opposite sides. I seem to be always doing that first side, one extra. Push the floor away, feel your pelvic floor. Lift you up as you push the floor away. Good, shoulders back. I like the color scheme tonight, guys. You have like purples and neutrals and darks. I like it. Thank you for all working together, planning ahead so we match. Get ready to do the jumps. Those guys. Here we go. Again, arms all the way up, core in. I kind of think of like a little harness picking me up and Very nice. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. So nice. Well done. We're going to go right into the next one so that I don't run out of time. Grab water if you need it. What are we doing? Here's what we're doing. We are going to have your right leg back, your left leg forward. For 2 things in one thing. So I'm going to tell you halfway through how to mix it up. So you want to find your static lunge. You're going to bend your knee in back. Check that your knee in front is not in front, but it's right underneath your ankle, right above your ankle. You're just going to do little pulses here. And then halfway through, you're going to hold it, lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. It's going to be so much fun. The next thing, you just switch. Pulses and lifts. Then, you have double bounce, stand, back to a lunge. Double bounce, stand, back to a lunge. So you're going to come up in between each one. Then, we've arrived at burpees. You are going to, you can do this like the really crazy way, or you can do this the really like meditative way. So hands go down, you step back or jump back. You can do a push-up if you want. You can go all the way down, snake it up, jump up or step up, hold it, you can stop there, or you can jump, right? So there's plenty of options. You can make it like really intense, or you can be like, this is supposed to be Pilates. No way, Jose. Up to you, make your own, you know your body better than I do. So that's what we're doing. Let me get my timer set. We're just doing the whole thing twice. I promise. It'll be crazy, but in a good way. Here we go. Timer's starting. We're going to start in about 5 seconds. Here we go. Right leg back. You do little pulses. Right answers especially, make sure that back leg is pointing straight down. Your core is in, your shoulders are rolled back. Very, very nice. Ooh, it's going to burn. Lift that top heel and go down and up. I changed, I'm sorry. Down and up. Down and up. Keep your core in, stay lifted. And switch. Ooh, here we go. 3, 2, shoulders back, hands on hips, whatever works for you. Little pulses. Knee right over the ankle. Shoulders back, but still ribs connect. It's actually a really good chance to breathe, lift, and lower. Lift and lower. Just stay in one place, lift and lower. Can you lift your core off of your legs? You're not bearing down and adding to the challenge. Rest, shake it out. Double, bounce, squat, stand, back, repeat the other side. Whew. Here we go. Bounce, bounce, stand, go back, and up. Bounce, bounce, stand, take it back, and up. Keep your chest up, keep your ribs in, keep your belly pulling in. Press through your feet every time, no matter where you are. Squeeze up to standing. Rest here. Good, so make your burpee what you want. You can also call them get down, get up, get down, get ups. If you want, if you don't like the word burpee, here we go. You're down, you're back, all the way down, maybe snake it up, jump in, jump if you want. You can make this in such many ways. I would say commit to one version and just stick with it the best you can. And breathe. Exhale where it's really hard. And rest. Just do the whole thing one more time and then you're done. Don't worry. It's all over for this particular thing. Right leg back. Here we go. Pulse. Make sure hips are parallel. Hips are level. Your core is strong. Again, good place to breathe. Stay still. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift your core, especially as that heel goes down. And switch. Shake it out if you need to. Here we go. Step it back. 3, 2, and little pulses. Make sure your hips are square, your shoulders are square, your core is in and lifted. Very nice, everybody. Stay low. Heel up and down. Core lifts as the heel goes down. Try to stay low. It's really hard. I know. Last lift, last lower. Shake it out. Ooh, man. Get ready. 3, 2, double bounce, step back. Bounce, bounce, up, step back, and up. Bounce, bounce, up, step back, and up. From your squat, stand up from the back of your legs. Keep your chest lifted like you're wearing a crown, if you're into that, or a book. And rest. All we're doing are burpees, and you can lay down. It's gonna be great. Here we go. Make it your own. Any option is a good option as long as you're moving. Very nice. At least find your way to a plank and back up. That is the only requirement here. Good, last 3 seconds, make it amazing. Rest. Go ahead and lie all the way down. I'm grabbing a quick sip of water. You're going to keep moving. You're going to start lying on your side. If you would like a yoga block or a ball or a pillow to go under your head, you can do that. If you would like to stay lifted upward, upright, you can also do that. But just make sure that your hips are stacked, you're in the right positions. I'm going to try it down here. I might change my mind. Your spine, your head, your shoulders, your hips are all in one line. Your feet are slightly in front from there. Your shoulder is going back. Your hip is rolling slightly forward and down. You're going to start to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Only as high as you can without gripping right at the very top of the outer hip. Drop the hip into the floor. To do so, see if you can lift your rib cage underneath off the mat. And start to collect your breath. Stay here as you kick your flexed foot forward, stick your butt out. As you point your toes and swing your leg back, lift up through your belly, like suspenders are lifting up your abs. Flex your foot forward, stick your butt out slightly. Point those toes, and reach back. Lift the core as you do so, flex forward. Point those toes, reach it back. Keep lengthening out. Flex it forward. Keep that bottom rib cage lifted, but hug the ribs in. Stick your tailbone out. It's hard to do that. Or realize that we're not doing that because we're not lying on our back. One more. Flex it forward. And slowly reach it back. So you're going to bring your leg back in line with your bottom leg. You're going to turn the top leg out. You can turn the bottom leg out if you want, but at least for the most part, Pilates with the top leg. You're going to bend your knee, pull the toes up your leg, send your leg up to the ceiling, and float to the ceiling, and the toes go up to the ceiling, and you flex your foot back down. Keep pulling your belly in, sticking your tailbone out a little bit, ever so slightly. Keep the belly engaged. Relax it all the way down. So we're going to 2 more times. If you are a dancer, keep spiraling open your leg like a barbershop pole. Reverse, you're going to flex up. Point at the top, knee up to the ceiling, toes to the leg, and send it down low. Flex it up. Point, bend, stay just as high, but keep the hips forward, lengthen back down. Flex, point, spiral, lengthen, good. 3 more. Point, bring it in, and lengthen, dropping the hip. Then the last one. And, oh my God, you're going to turn your leg back parallel. Potentially move your legs slightly further back, see where your balance is. You are going to flex both of your feet, lengthen out. As you flex your feet, feel your bottom rib cage really lift. You're going to lift, lift, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. This bothers your bottom hip. Maybe add a pillow or a towel under your hip so that you don't feel like you have to rock back. You don't want that, sadly. Good, you're going to keep this top hip up, top leg up, sorry. And you're going to lift the bottom leg and lower. Squeeze the inner thighs up and lower. Core lifted, inner pelvic floor lifts, and you lift your inner thigh. Oh my God, my top leg is burning. 2 more here. 1 more here. Lower it down. Take that top leg, put your foot on the floor. If this feels okay, if it doesn't, you can always put your knee on the floor. Foot flat if that feels okay. This time your leg is absolutely underneath of you. You start to lift and lower. Lift and lower. See if you can lean your head back ever so slightly. So it's slightly further back than you want, which is probably in the correct position. Modern technology makes us have our head more forward than we think it should be. You have 3, and 2, and 1. You're going to do little circles. Like you have Harold with purple crayon out from your heel, drawing little circles. If you would like it to be a different color, feel free to make it your own. 1 more, and reverse, up and around. See if you can lift the bottom rib cage here, if it lowered down, if it relaxed. Relax your head though, lift the ribs, relax your head. 3, and 2, and 1, and relax, guys. Oh, Megan, from here, we're going to shift to the other side, but first we're going to do a little swan, just again because of modern life. Hands underneath your shoulders, forehead to the floor, press your feet to the floor, pull your belly in. Inhale, lift from the back of your neck, wrap the shoulder blades together, lift your core underneath, press your feet down. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift as much as you can without using your arms. And then slowly start to include your arms into this. Inhale, light touch on the floor. Get as high as you can, using your abdominals and your back. Then incorporate your arms if you would like. You have very long dangling earrings. Keep them off your shoulders. Keep your shoulders away from them. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. Legs together if that feels okay on your back. Very nice. Gently swing yourself around or roll yourself over to the other side. However you like to set it up with your upper body, go for it. Maybe on your arms straight, you can tuck your arm like this, up the wall, you can prop yourself onto your elbow. Many, many options. Again, you want to make sure that your pelvis is aligned with your head and your shoulders. Sometimes aligning yourself with the back of your mat helps figure that out. Start to lift and lower. Your legs are just a little bit in front of you. Lift and lower. Really relax your head into whatever is supporting it. Drop the top of the hip into the socket, drop the top of the leg into the hip as it lifts. I'm pretty sure of the raccoon from my mascara. One day I'll purchase waterproof. One day. 2 more. Keep the ribs in, keep the bottom ribs lifted. 1 more. Stay here. Flex your foot. Send it forward. Stick your tailbone out. Lift from the floor. Point the toes. Lengthen away as you lift your belly button in and up. Flex. Tailbone out. Swing it forward. Point. Lengthen away from the body. Lengthen the head out. There's always that dance teacher who takes your bun and yanks it up to the ceiling. Well, less aggressively, think along those lines. Point the toes, pull the legs out, lift your belly. I think of a little golf ball, a little white golf ball, right where my butt meets my thigh. I'm gonna wrap around it and lift my belly up as my leg goes back. Last one. And lengthen on back. Good. Bring your legs together. Turn that top leg out. Again, relax your head, open the shoulders. Keep the hips right on top of one another. Expect to bend your knee in. Send your leg up. Flex it on down. Like there's a wall right behind your leg there. Like pressing the knee out into the wall, but you're keeping your hips from touching the wall. Does that make sense? The caveat is you're still sticking your butt out. Go figure. Good. The knee goes up, the toes go up higher. Flex your foot, press down. If you're in the water, your knees, your legs gets lifted, floated up. That's not a word. Lift up into the air, into the water, and then you can press down. Just kind of floats on up there. And flex and press through the water. Last one. And lower. Good, we're gonna reverse. Flex your foot up to the sky, point your toes, and dig down through the sand. Flex, lift, point, and dig, dig, dig. Again, relax your head so your neck is not gripping here. Gently sticking your tailbone out and lifting up through the belly. Really hard to do, it's so subtle. I'm just here to remind you, constantly, always. Last one. And nice and long. Good. If you need to do anything, go for it. Good. You're going to pull your feet back a little bit, flex your feet, lengthen your head and your heels away from one another. Start to lift, lift, lower, lower, lift, lift, lower, lower. Really relax the head. Keep the bottom rib cage strong. Lower, lower. Without the hips swelling back. Oops, sorry. Forgot what we were doing. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good. You can relax anything there, go for it. Otherwise, bring your foot on top. Ooh, that hurts. Oh, nearly there. Really, this time, make sure your bottom leg is directly underneath you. Hug the ribs in, don't let them pop out. Start to lift and lower. Lift and lower. As you lift the bottom leg, make sure you keep the bottom ribs lifted. It likes to kind of seesaw. but we don't want to. We want to avoid the seesaw. I think of inhaling and then exhaling, lifting from my pelvic floor to lift my inner thigh. Keep that top hip forward. You have 3 and 2. Stay here. Purple crayon, little circles. Make sure it goes a full circle, no capital D's. Full circle. Sometimes smaller and slower is better. And go ahead and reverse. Keep breathing. For 3 and 2. Last one. Oh my gosh, let it go. Lie on your back for a moment. Just hug your knees into your chest. And if it feels good, you can rock side to side. Go ahead and bring your hands back on the outsides of your feet. Find a little happy baby situation. Knees pressing into the floor, pressing towards the floor. Tailbone pressing down. Lengthen one leg out to the side if that feels good, maybe, or lengthen the other leg. Just a little feel like you're a kid again moment. And then cross right foot over left knee. And find your hands behind your left thigh. Relax the left foot. Drop your tailbone down. Gently press your elbow into your knee, elbow into your thigh, press away. One more big breath in. And gently switch sides. Feel free to linger anywhere that you feel like you need a little more attention than I'm giving you the time for. I don't mind. Drop the hips into the floor. Relax the right foot. Drop the right hip. Press the left thigh away. Good. Shake it out. You're going to sit yourself up. It's one of my new favorites. Some of you know it, some of you don't. You're going to have your one leg. I'm going to take my right leg out to the side and my left leg underneath of me. I'm going to have my hands underneath my shoulders. I'm just going to sort of sit back and rock forward. Just sit back and rock forward. Letting your core guide you here. Your core picks you up. You're not gripping and hip stopping to make this happen. You're just picking yourself up from the floor. If it feels good, you can keep rocking forward and back, or you can come down onto your elbow. And if it feels, again, if only things feel good, give yourself a little bit of a twist here. A little bit of a twist. Maybe your hips sit back just a little bit so you deepen into that stretch. One more. Again, core is always lifted. Good. You're going to stay with this leg straight, or you're going to bring your knee down. It's up to you. You're going to walk yourself over safely to that bent knee side. You're going to go through a plank, find your foot on the floor. And you can either, you're going to walk that foot out towards the left hand a little bit. You can either bring your knee down or keep your legs straight. And if you can, come down to your elbow. If you're on your elbow, it might feel crazy, so come onto your knee if you need to. And then you can also open up onto the left or the outer edge of your foot. And just let your hips open a little bit more here. If your back leg is straight, really send your thigh to the sky and stretch through the front of the hip a little bit more. One more big breath here. And soften down, untuck your toes. Again, stay on the side. You're just gonna sit back and now straighten that second leg. Stick your butt out, send your eyes way past your toes. Again, big toe, reach out, reach it out. Lean forward, but leading through the chest. Good, put your foot down. Just a slightly different version of that stretch. Maybe shift your weight forward, reach around, and grab your foot. And press your pelvis forward. Go as deep here as it feels good. Maybe staying like here or slightly forward is enough. There's many, many options here. Easy as you let go. And you're just going to switch to the other side. So really staying on that knee, just bring your leg out to the side. If I forget anything, let me know. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Start to shift back and forward. Shift it back and come forward. Again, leading from your core. Tailbone sticking out behind you. And core strong. One more. Find a nice place to maybe come down onto your elbows. You can also do these twists on your hands, totally fine. It's wherever it is like a good fine line between feeling good and about to go too far. It's how we increase our range safely. Very nice. All you're going to do when you're even is shift yourself around through a little mountain climber-esque situation. Walk your foot over to the outside of your mat. Maybe bring your knee down, maybe keep your legs straight. Come down onto your elbows. If that feels good for you, stay on your hands if you prefer. Lift that back leg up to the ceiling. Lift the belly. Maybe open onto the edge of your foot, the outer edge. Shoulders off your ears. And shoulders down your back. Softly bring the knee down if it's not already. Up onto your hands if you're not already. Reach it around back. Grab your foot or for your foot. And bring it in. Send the pelvis forward as the core lifts. Try to keep your shoulders as square as you can, so not too much of a twist, but square up the shoulders toward the front, or the edge of your mat. Again, make it a lighter stretch or a different stretch if your body prefers. Ease up on that, shift your weight back, and flex your foot. Oh man, stick your butt out behind you, take your gaze past your toes. But you're going to put your chest on your knee or on your shin. One more big breath here. Sink a little deeper. And then do what you need to do to hang over your legs. Let your tailbone poke up to the ceiling. Soften behind your knees. Your head is very, very heavy. I always want to quote the Elmore girls here, their whole line, the whole bit about anvils, like where all the anvils have gone. The question, where have they gone? I always think of an anvil pulling my head down. I also just rewatched the Elmore girls, so that's the part of it. Soften your knees, pull your belly off your thighs, roll yourself up, keep your head very heavy until you get to the top, and there's nothing left to do but stack your head on your spine, roll your shoulders back, and good night. Thank you so much for coming.